Hi everyone, this is Tammy Critch of laptopexecutive.com. I hope this finds you having a great day. Thank you for joining me today. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to determine who your perfect clientele is. Because let's face it, if you don't have this down pat, you're going to have a really hard time selling your low-end products as well as your programs and your services. So let's get into it. As usual, I'm going to take myself off of camera so that you can see my full screen, but rest assured, I'm here, I'm a real person, and I'm excited to talk to you today about this very important subject. So have you heard the phrase, if you're marketing to everyone, you're appealing to no one? When you speak to one specific group of people, your target audience, you can directly address their unique challenges, their frustrations, their pains, and their desires. You can speak directly to them and your words will land with them. Your marketing will resonate with them and you'll create a positive connection. You essentially want your potential client's reaction to be, wow, you totally understand me. You understand everything I'm going through. It's like you're talking directly to me. It's like you're a mind reader. When you try to speak to a target audience that's too wide, you can't get that reaction. Your marketing message will be diluted, it'll be weak, and it'll get lost. For example, I'm sure you can understand that your message would have to be completely different if you're speaking to a teenager rather than a grandparent. If you clearly define your target market, you can speak about specific issues and give specific examples or solutions to their pain points, and this gets much better engagement than using vague generalizations. It just hits the spot. Plus, it's okay to turn off people who aren't your ideal client because you don't want to work with them anyway. Also, marketing to everyone costs a lot more money. Spending your resources marketing to people who aren't interested in your services in the first place is a waste of money. You don't want everyone included in your target market because that means spending more money and resources on marketing material that won't result in client acquisition. Can you imagine what it would cost to put an ad on Facebook to 2 billion people in the hopes that one of them will buy from you? Your marketing and your money will just get swallowed up or burned away like nobody's business. By narrowing down and defining your target market to only include individuals likely to convert into leads and then into clients, you'll be able to focus your marketing budget where it counts. But what if my product does appeal to everyone, you might be asking? So at this point, you might be thinking, hold up, I do have a service for teens and for grandparents and for everyone in between. And you may be holding on to that FOMO, the fear of missing out, that if you narrow down your audience, that you'll be missing out on a customer or a client in another market or another audience. And it is completely possible that you have a coaching or a consulting business that appeals to a wide audience. But if you do indeed have a service that appeals to everyone, you still need to talk to your audience members in a very tailored way. Remember, you want to attract your ideal clients, not just any clients. So the first thing that we look at in the foundational stage is your avatar, your perfect client. So let's talk about this a little bit. Let's look at how to define your perfect avatar through my avatar snapshot and avatar goals grid frameworks. It's very important to understand what your ideal client is struggling with, what their goals are, but more importantly, you have to zoom out and find out if you're even serving the right audience. You want to be seen as an authority to them. Put simply, do you know who they are and what they do? What are their pains? What are they dealing with now? And what do they really want? What's their why? So let's walk through the avatar snapshot. While this first step may seem commonplace within marketing training programs, very few small businesses properly gain clarity into their perfect avatar statistics, behaviors, and interests. Doing this sets the stage for developing a very powerful message and position within your marketplace. So what I encourage you to do is, as you're going through this video, even pause it and start writing down the answers to this question. And I encourage you to replace that little head in there with a picture of a person that you would consider your ideal client. And then go through this exercise and answer these questions or statements. So first we're going to deal with demographics, and that is who they are. So for example, name, Julie, gender, female, age, 39, location, New York City, New York. Income, she makes $75,000 a year. She's married and she has 2 children. So that is going to really help you define who the demographics are. And the next step that we're going to walk through is what they do. What type of social media groups are they part of? What publications do they read? Associations that they belong to? Brands that they love? Experts or gurus that they might follow? Tools and software that they might use in their business? What type of activities do they do after work or during the day? What are their opinions, their behaviors, and events? And if you take the time to do this exercise, you'll have a very clear picture on who your ideal client is. But not only that, it's going to help you with your advertising efforts when you're ready to start launching and attracting your new ideal client. Now, the next step in identifying your ideal client is the avatar goals grid. Now, this powerful step will make every aspect of your marketing more effective. At the end of the day, your client's decision to take action boils down to their level of pain or desire for pleasure. This exercise addresses both, which is why it's bad to the bone. So the first thing you want to do is write down their pains and frustrations. And as you're writing that down, this is going to lead into the other 3 quadrants here. So let's say, for example, your ideal client is struggling with weight issues. One of their pains or frustrations might be the fact that they need to lose 20 pounds and everything they try is not working. They can't lose 20 pounds. Well, what might be a fear or an implication from that? That might include illnesses that come from being overweight. So they may have a fear of getting sick or even not being able to walk after a while if it's really out of control. Well, then those things also lead to goals and desires and dreams and aspirations. So let's say, for example, their pains and frustrations is the fact they have 20 pounds to lose and they can't get it off. Well, one of the goals and desires would be just the opposite, right? The goal is to lose 20 pounds and the desire is to get that off and feel healthier. And then that will lead to their dreams and aspirations. What will happen when they lose that 20 pounds? Well, it might be as simple as being able to walk freely, walk around the lake, or spend time with their kids without worrying about being out of breath, attending their kids' activities after work, or being able to spend more time outdoors. So do you see how they are all connected? Again, I would encourage you to pause this video and walk through this exercise and really narrow down the pain or desire that your ideal client is and has, and then that is going to really help you narrow down your messaging. So I hope this helped you narrow down who your ideal client is and understand why it's important to clearly define your target audience. Until next time, here's to your success.